Hello everyone, I'm here today to do a review of Grey Bees by Andrey Kurkov, and I read this as part of the Invisible Cities for May, which was the group read as well for the Invisible Cities. It's the first time they do a group read. And this book is about a beekeeper called Sergey that is originally from the Grey area, they call it. It's in the east of Ukraine, and it's sort of not really Russian, not really Ukrainian. It's a bit disputed. And when we start, he has been there for a long time, and the things have been progressively going worse. So they stopped having power and fuel. And it reaches a point when he doesn't feel safe anymore, so he decides to move with all his bees, and he moves to Crimea. And this is around the time when Crimea was also invaded by the Russians, so it's kind of quite topical for the situation right now. And we see the book basically focuses on the smaller consequences of war. So it's not so much about the bombs or the violence that the war brings to this man and the people around him, but it's more about the loss of power and the fact that the insecurity that he feels, and he doesn't know where to go, where to live. Like if his bees are gonna be coiled or not. The lack of stability, the all the checkpoints and the doubts about his Ukrainian passport and how each part and each side is going to react to that, and if he needs papers or he doesn't need papers to take his bees somewhere, that kind of more subtle hardship, let's say. So yeah, that's what the focus of the book is, and that's, I have to say, makes the book a little bit slow because nothing much happens for a lot of the book. It is a very slow moving book, but it does that, I think, consciously to create that feeling of waiting and of not knowing what's gonna happen, not knowing what the next step is. As I'm sure that many Ukrainians that left a couple of months ago, they are in that situation. They are in a country that is not theirs, and they don't know if to start a new life there or to move back, or when are they going to be able to move back. All those feelings of insecurity, that's basically what the book is very good at showing. It's just in the reader experience, it's not the most exciting thing, because in real life it's also not the most exciting thing, but it's also very pressing. So I really appreciated that aspect of the book. Even though it's not necessarily enjoyable, I feel like I learned a lot from it, and I now understand people much better in what they are going through. And I also have to say that the writing itself, the description, some of the descriptions are really beautiful and really evocative of how it is to live in a war zone, but in the smaller things again. So like the distant sound of drones and the constantly moving scenario and all those little things that make the experience more alive. That was really, really well done. So overall, I will recommend this book. I think it's a very accomplished one, and I also think that it's able to show a lot of how Ukrainian people are living right now. And I would love to know if any Ukrainian has read this book. I would love to know their opinion about how they feel about it. But for me, being a non-Ukrainian person, it really made me understand what these people must go through right now. better. So I would recommend, if you want to learn more about that experience, I think it's a great book to do that. That's all for me. Let me know if you have read this book. Let me know if you are participating in Invisible Cities. And until next video, bye!